Look at this place. Arkamir's library is a footnote to the glory of this collection.
Absolutely incredible. I may let you leave me here, Captain.
Greetings, visitor. This is the Scriptorium. If you seek the Temple of Revelation, you will find it to the north.
We came for answers, not directions. Are you the abomination in charge here?
Because you must. It is entry and exit. Much of what can be found here better remains unseen. Sight is unnecessary for the work of the halls obscured. Ask what you seek. Of the Scriptorium, in a manner of speaking. Of the halls obscured? No, that would be the Oracle. How else might I help you? The Oracle of Wal. They manage the halls in the name of he who sees and is not seen. If the Oracle wishes to commune with you...
Very convenient.
She generally limits her excursions to the archives, though she was recently working at the Trephine. She respects our work, so the Oracle allows her limited access to the archives and Scriptorium. They have established an accord.
You hear this? Never trust an Archmage. They will conspire with anyone or anything if it serves their interests.
The Scriptorium was recently breached by one of the subjects from the collections. There is nothing to be concerned about, but it might impact the demeanors of those present here. Perhaps, if the wizard has procured a mask for himself, did you encounter him? I'm afraid not. The individual in question's record has been expunged. He no longer exists.
A wizard of his standing is not so easily removed from history. Much like a tumor, bits of him are no doubt everywhere.
Postenago, it doesn't work that way. Records, ledgers, all of this is just scribbles, an expression, not the thing itself.
The Titan rests beneath the facility. Its ties to the halls obscured have grown extensive over time. Whatever your opinion of yourself, you pose no grave threat to Wel's work. I will provide what answers I can. We record what occurs within the halls, whereas the wings contain those things redacted from the world above. The Scriptorium keeps the history of the halls themselves. The archives contain the sum whole of the historical record of Aora, both the original drafts and the edits.
Take care that you do not confuse the two. I have my doubts about the quality of a blind librarian's record-keeping.
Further, they contain a number of unusual and interesting artifacts. I believe that we are in possession of one of the warrior Riona's boots. The collections store those individuals and creatures determined to be detrimental to Aora and the work of the gods. Rather than allow the redacted materials to go to waste, we revise and anthologize, occasionally releasing amended texts. A womb, perhaps, but not the fetus. The Hand Occult no more possesses a center than Well does.
Even their organization has tentacles. No matter how many limbs we cut, there is always something unspeakable to grow in its place.
They operate in decentralized cells, then. Not unlike the Leaden Key.
The Leaden Key and the Hand Occult similarities persist by design, but not for much longer.
Decades. I would have to consult the records to provide a more precise answer. Her interest lay in the arcane applications of the Titan. The Oracle has determined that her studies benefit Well.
This Oracle would not have approved of Maura unless she had something to exploit.
That is hardly comforting.
How else might I help you? Greetings, visitor. Welcome back to the Scriptorium. How else might I help you?
You should see this.
Happily.
Well, hell, slamming the door on someone the moment she walks through it ain't like to make her feel real welcome.
Table the discussion for a second, Len. It seems the collection spat out our mutual friend in one piece. You know, you've been given any number of second chances at life. Ever stop and think of paying that generosity forward? The prisoners could have used a respite from misery.
Have you made any headway in locating our wayward archmage? Maura is tenacious and reckless. She won't hesitate to unleash horror upon the world if it would serve her purposes. And she won't stop until she's secured her goal. I encourage you to hurry.
While you were on Maura's trail, we learned a bit more about our unusual environs.
Certainly not from exploring them himself. How much can he learn from the lobby?
A finger of the Hand Occult has kept this place going with a skeleton crew of librarians, archivists, and muscle. But they aren't the ones controlling the body. Something else is running the halls obscured independently, doing a decent job of it.
Your definition of what constitutes decency is dubious at best.
Well, these halls are more lively than most of the abandoned sanctums I've visited. Something here is invested in maintaining old projects. Whoever they are, they haven't seen fit to show their face.
Stay on task, Tane. Regardless of how interesting this sanctum's keepers may be, Maura's whereabouts remain our chief concern. Given Maura's proclivities, your best option is likely to be... I'm led to understand you've sent those poor souls in the collections. Aunt Tane's intention to send them into the world stuffed with memories not their own was cruel and dangerous. You've done a merciful thing. I hope you'll sleep well knowing that. Let's sate your curiosity then. To be many within a single vessel. We, are the distillation of generations. Each successive Lengrath reinvigorates the whole, and saves us from festering. When I turn my gaze inward, when I look upon the past, I do so through my predecessor's eyes. When any Lengrath dies, that person ceases to be, as it is when any kid's life ends. Yet Lengrath endures, now and always.
The self is little more than an amalgamation of memory and feeling that informs the disposition of the soul. It doesn't alone define it. Given that understanding, I suppose what she describes is not entirely impossible.
But how can memories remain if the soul continues to the wheel?
Very well.
You know, I thought I heard a prolonged shriek of mortal agony follow in your wake. All this obsession over death has caused you to fray at the seams. Better keep an eye on that. Here, coins for the killer. Isn't that how you mercenaries like it? You did what you did. The world is a little quieter now. I just think it's sad. I'd be surprised if most of the Hand even knows that this place exists. They want the world to think they write travel guides and circulate pamphlets of local history. It gets shady when you read past the margins. Things don't always add up. Not even the Hand could tell you which facts they edited for convenience's sake, which ones they spelled out, and which ones they spelled wrong. And this could be where it all happens. If they ever had one, you can bet they've changed it a dozen times over the years. Anyone who wants to control information on that scale wants to engineer society. Whatever they plan on doing with that power, you can bet they'll lose control over it in the end. You don't keep something like a society constrained to just one vision. That is a head-scratcher. I suppose the solution is to be skeptical. You have to ask yourself, how much do you trust anything in a book? Does a story become more true because someone paused to write it down? I should really charge for discourse this engaging.
Postenago, you couldn't pay me to listen.
If we're to be indulging outsized egos, I'd rather listen to Isilmir's prattle.
Some speak of the Hand Occult as hyper-competent masters of four-dimensional Hazatoa, when they know of them at all. In truth, the Hand's operations are haphazard and ill-executed. We know they exist because they inevitably leave evidence of their work wherever they go. That they succeed in spite of themselves is hardly evidence of the Hand's competence.
Ask away. You know me, I'm an open book with plenty of pictures.
Did you need something?
Madiko, has she lost her mind again already?
Of course. You're the one who gave me back the stars. Sientere, I'm just not myself outside of the observatory. You don't need to worry about me. Even if I might not always know your face, there's a place in my memory where the idea of you resides. If that makes sense. These two were bringing me up to speed on your unfortunate recent history. I'm sorry that the Circle didn't get involved sooner.
Just because we don't announce our actions from the roof of Kahanga Palace doesn't mean we do nothing.
Well, no one invited me to get involved in the Aothis problem. I just showed up and assumed we all had the same idea.
Before I forget, again, here, some things I picked up on my way back from the collections. It's not much, but it's all I could scrounge together. I never touch this stuff. They give me bad dreams. I lost more than my senses in this place. The collections takes everything from people. Everything that matters. You've covered a lot of ground, so it can't hurt to ask. Have you seen my grimoire?
I lost my grimoire once. Arkemir poured honey on the pages and left it on the roof for gulls to pick over. I think he was punishing me for smacking around his favorite imp.
When I got here, someone without a face ripped him out of my clutches. I've been worried sick ever since. My little book friend. We've been through a lot together, and we both have the creases to show for it. His spine is a little bent, and my index a few pages short. But together we make one half-decent wizard act.
Wizards and their eccentricities. Something about Arcana must drive all Keith to madness.
Do you think she's given her grimoire a name as well?
The book is a piece of me, Ak. He's where my thoughts and conclusions go, so that I can find them when I forget them. With such things, it is not easy to start from the beginning. Agrasima, I know that finding one specific book in this disorganized library is a tall order. In this place, books tend to flow through the archives. I would go there myself, but I cannot fight the faceless ones holding any grimoire but my own.
One of these days you must learn. A wizard must be adaptable, Ak.
The stars shine down on us always, but we hardly know them at all. Until we can look them in the face, they are a mystery to rival the gods. The stars remind me of my smallness in the wider world. Our wars and our bloodshed, everything which causes us to raise a blade in anger, seem insignificant when you hold them up to starlight. For me, magic is the same, humbling. We organize that power into runes and books, but even then we are only seeing the light that magic casts, not the thing itself. I suppose I'm inspired by the unbearable size and mystery of it all. It gives me hope in sad times.
I get a similar feeling after my morning tea, but you will not hear me waxing poetic about it.
That island lies in some disputed waters. One day out, I launched the colony ship to fortify the beaches, and the Valians responded in kind with a naval blockade. Onekaza held an open court to negotiate territory rights. I was the only petitioner who did not represent one of her enemies, and she thought it would be very funny if the trading companies left empty-handed. She even helped me finance the observatory and donated 10 crates full of books. We have been good friends ever since. Onekaza visits whenever she can make the time. She loves to stargaze. Agrasima, as much as I wish to return to my observatory, I have no intention of leaving without him.
What you want, Groundstink? Got something you want to forget, huh? Want to escape? Go live in dreams? New drugs ready for sampling. Sleep well, idiot. Hey, you worst captain. Hey, you want Bob?
A whirling vortex of essence twists within the pool. It does not stir the water around it in the slightest. Langrath and Tane watch you from afar, the latter's expression bright with undisguised curiosity. Langrath's countenance, on the other hand, remains characteristically guarded.
Looks like water to me.
Unusual arcane energy emanates from the pool. If the Watcher can see it, I suspect it's some form of window into the Divine Realms.
That was my second guess.
I won't hazard guesses, Captain, but it feels something like a specter or shade, though almost inviting.
Feels real old and quiet, Watcher. Like a doorway to an ancient tomb.
You see something there? Then it must have to do with the fabric of reality. Or else you have eaten something which did not agree with you.
Its cold, dusky energy feels somehow familiar. But you're unable to identify it, or what might be causing it. It reaches back towards you, tendrils of soul energy interlacing with the prodding edges of your own spirit. The coils of essence tighten, grasping at your soul, pulling at you as you've pulled the souls of others. Your vision blurs as the in-between leaks into your perception of the here. The walls, the pool, everything of the Temple of Revelation runs like water, sloughing away and melting into the empty blackness of the in-between. Not quite empty, no. The fleshy, undulating tendrils of the body of Wal remain, almost aglow in the darkness.
You see, but are also seen, as is your trespass.
Ah, another involuntary invitation to another world. And I'm to assume this eyeball is to blame?
Certainly ain't the kind of eyes a gal wants to get lost in.
The mind behind those eyes. This entity's intellect. It's staggering.
Do not listen to this walking nightmare. It is an illusion baiting us to lunge at shadows.
What are you, interloper? Obviously. That is not the knowledge we seek. You intrude upon the resting place of WoW and soil these collections with your filthy fingers. We would know. Are you one more wizard in pursuit of unearned power? Or something other? You have proven yourself a murderer and a thief. We cannot allow you to enter the body, nor to visit harm upon it. Your destructive trespass within these halls cannot be forgiven. Farewell.
Nice and quiet.
Certainly.
order!
Lavru, be on sync!
As you wish.
Priest lady, yeah? You deserve better, Captain.
I'm no help here.
This is futile!
What can I do you for? All thick, worthen raw.
Question, Watcher? Taste blood.
Tell me.
Elfman reads too much. What he hiding?
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle. Hogwash! All thick, worthen raw.
How might I assist? Break upon the wheel.
What can I do?
sick.
I'm here.
Taste blood. That hardly seems fair. Happy to oblige. Love will be our sake.
You think you captain? Nemnak better captain.
Me and you are about to mix.
Yes? Tell me. I'm here.
I hear you. Lavru, be on sync. Son of a cur!
Nemnak hopes your boat sinks.
I'm here.
How might I assist?
Yes? I'm sorry, I can't.
A question, Watcher? Break upon the wheel.
Yes?
You think you captain? Nemnak better captain.
Not now, Edwin!
man reads too much. What he hiding, eh?
Ik zie alles.
Nothing I can do. That's on me.
How might I assist? You shan't walk away from this one. Happens to everyone.
Oh?
Happy to oblige. Love, be on sake.
I'm here.
Damn the lad's aim.
Oh?
Yeah. Love, be on sake. Yes.
That's for my friends. Yes?
Decency to die. What can I do you for?
Skeet!
Unacceptable! You disrupt our precious library, spoil our artifacts, and yet expect release? We should... Fine! Go! We release you! Interfere no further!
And be quick about it, Ak, before we give you another black eye.
Go! Flee! Escape! Abscond! Issue forth!
You okay there? Looking a little rough around the edges.
I suppose I should have expected Wal would leave something behind to guard this place. For now, you must get to the archives. So long as Maura has free reign of this place, Aora remains in grave danger.
What you want, ground stink? And I'm not hungry.
So, you just very well.
I hear you.